Until recently, Russia was a relatively passive observer on the Korean Peninsula, but this year we've seen a sudden outburst of political exchanges and economic cooperation between Pyongyang and Moscow.
That's right, and they haven't left out Seoul, as well as Russia also increased its cooperation with South Korea. And to tell us more, our Hwang Sung-hee joins us in the studio. So Russia is certainly angling to be a key player in this, right?
That's right. Yes, in fact, South Korea's chief nuclear envoy Hwang Joon-kook held talks with his Russian counterpart in Moscow today. Not much detail has been released on that meeting, but this comes just weeks after Choe Ryong-hae, a close aide to North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, met with Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. The two had agreed to increase efforts to resume the six-party nuclear talks, and the South Korean envoy was likely debriefed on that meeting by his Russian counterpart. So, like you said, Cherry, Russia is assuming an interesting role on the Korean Peninsula along with the traditional key players, which are, of course, the two Koreas, China, and the United States.
Very interesting. So, Sung-hee, let's stay right there. And we're going to bring in Daniel Pinkston. He's the Northeast Asia Deputy Project Director with the International Crisis Group in Seoul to help us go in depth on this conversation. Thank you so much for joining us today. So, do you think that, so we're seeing a flurry of diplomacy among the six-party member countries. Do you expect, hope for any breakthrough in the stalled nuclear talks?
Well, there's been past consultation among the members. They do that periodically, so it's not new or a new development. I'm quite pessimistic because the six-party talks were established to denuclearize the Korean Peninsula. North Korea would define success or progress in the talks as the other parties accepting its nuclear status, and there's no reversal or sign of reversal of this. And until that time comes, I don't see any progress in the talks.
So we've been seeing a lot of activity from Pyongyang in terms of they're establishing a bilateral one-on-one agreements or talks with various nations. Do you think they're trying to shift the paradigm, or do you think they're stalling or just trying to see what they can get on a one-off relationship?
Well, they're very consistent with their objectives and their strategies and policies to achieve those objectives. North Korea wants to be recognized as an equal. They want to normalize relations with the rest of the world. They want to expand economic ties. They want to reduce their economic dependence on China. So they want to be recognized as a nuclear state. And as long as other countries are willing to have dialogue and accept them on Pyongyang's terms, then they're very happy to do that. But most of the world is not willing to do that.
So what do you think is a workable framework for any sort of dialogue on North Korea's nuclear program?
Well, it depends what you want to do. If you want to accept North Korea as a nuclear state, lift all the sanctions and normalize relations with them, then we can just do that and acquiesce to a new status quo, appease them, give them everything they want. But of course, I'm being a little bit sarcastic here. That's not politically acceptable, and that's not going to happen. Pyongyang must change its ideology. They must abandon their Sungun ideology, their military-first ideology, and seek national security, economic development, and normal relations with the outside world through some other means.
Do you think that Russia has a chance to exercise greater influence by, engaging more with North Korea, say, on China?
Right now, Russia and North Korea have strong incentives to cooperate because they both are under international sanctions and under political pressure for different reasons, of course, but they both seek sanctions relief. They both would like to undermine the sanctions regime. North Korea is a conduit or a way for for Russia to establish rail networks, energy networks, to link up with Japan and South Korea, and that's where the big economic prize is.
Right, and speaking of those connections by rail or those economic projects that do also involve South Korea in this trio, do you think Russia's involvement can be seen more as a bridge or a connector, or do you think it's more of a meddler?
Well, I think cooperation from all the parties is required. But unfortunately, North Korea has a number of commitment problems. I don't see where the money's going to come from, who is going to invest in there, how they can make credible commitments to uphold contracts and so forth. We saw the problems in the Kaesong Industrial Complex last year, and they can renege on commitments at any time. They've done it several times in the past. So unless they can overcome those commitment problems, I don't see how these projects are going to be completed.
All right, Daniel Pinkston, thank you so much for your insights tonight. And Sung-hee, thank you so much for joining us here in the studio.
My pleasure.